you a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Happy to have you guys here. I'm happy to be here. If you haven't done so yet, you can subscribe down below. Click that subscribe button and hit that bell. That bell will help you with the notifications when I send out videos just like this one. Okay, I also send out top 5 plays, main watch list, learning tools, informational tools, motivational videos. I got a 4-part series on the hashtag 30 and 30 coined by Paulie Tuaro. I go through Sarah Strat Sniper's 50% rule, what these numbers mean on the candlesticks, entries, exits, etc., etc. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. Follow me there. You can comment there, DM me there, ask me questions there. I will get back to you guys usually within the same day. I will do the same thing on my YouTube videos. You can comment down below, ask questions. Okay, so in the watch list and the top 5 watch list that I sent out for Tuesday, May 17th, one of the plays was KDP, Keurig Dr. Pepper. And we had this really rare pattern, this double inside bar. And we talked, I don't want to say in length, but we did talk about this double inside bar and double consolidation on this stock and how rare and how powerful these setups are. So when Monday opened up, as you can see, we have this big red bar with this break to the downside of the inside bar, the trigger that I gave you. We hit target 1, we hit target 2. How far back do we have to go? Target 3. And even if I just put this target in for you guys here and here. Okay, so we hit all kinds of targets. Then we hit, we can even go a little bit further. Whoa. Look at this. Hit that target. How far back can we go? I think we hit that one as well. And that's probably the last one. We're not going to get down to there. Okay. So we hit all of these targets. Now, I don't expect you guys to hit all these targets, but I've had a lot of people ask, well, how do we know when to stay in the trade and how do we manage the trade? I've done a few of these videos before to show you guys how to manage trades. And ultimately, guys, it comes down to you guys and how you guys want to manage the trade and where you want to get out on the trade and where your stop losses are. I'm not trading for you guys. You guys are doing it on your own. So I can tell you where your entries are and where your exits should be and how to place or where to place your stop losses. But ultimately, it comes down to you guys as the trader and your risk management and how you guys want to deal with it. So I'm going to go through KDP with you guys, and we talked about in the watch list video, we talked about this hitting this broadening formation. Well, anyways, let's go through this trade. So I'm just going to pop down to the 5-minute chart, and we'll show you how this how this worked. So if we go on to the 5, and guys, this was like 200+% on this play. Okay, today. It's a really good day to trade Keurig. So right off the bat, guys, if I go to the top, these were our trigger points that I gave you guys on the video. And this green line here was your first target. And the other, you guys know the other thing we talked about was this monthly trigger here. So if we go on to the monthly, where is it? we talked about this. If we hit first triggers and second triggers, we would trigger short on the month. Okay, and sure enough, that's what happened. Okay, so let's go back to the 5. I'm just going to zoom this chart out a bit and up. And this was a fairly clean play. Okay, so right off the bat, here's where we open, right up here, the top of this bar. We come up and we break through the trigger to go short on this thing. So we're buying put options on this. We hit first targets and we just keep on going. Okay, then we hit our trigger for the month to go short and we keep on going. And we hit second targets and we keep on going. Now, guys are always asking, where do I put my stop losses? Well, if you're triggering here and you hit first targets, even if you trigger, make this your stop loss. This yellow trigger line, just make it your stop loss. And then if it reverses and goes back up, you're out, okay? And worst case, you're paying your fees for the trade and that's it, okay? No harm, no foul. And when we're talking about it, that's what we mean by keeping our stops tight. So we trigger this, just put your stop loss there. And if the trade doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Okay, and you hop on the next one. But this one did. Okay, so we're through the trigger and we're through the first target. Now again, do we want to move our stop loss down to the first target? I would. You can leave it up here if you'd like, but I would move it down to the first target. And that way you're at least taking some profit off of that, okay? So now we continue down. We're triggered through the monthly trigger to the downside. And now we're short on the month for Keurig. And then we hit second target. So now if this is me, we can move our stop losses down again. You guys are free to do what you'd like. You can leave your stop loss way up here if you want. And if you would have made a lot of money on this trade. Okay, so move your stop loss to here, worst case. Okay, and then we keep going. Then the second 5-minute bar of the day opens, and we keep going. And then the third, and we keep going. Now again, guys, if you want to, now we're on to this bar. Move your stop loss to the top of the previous candle. Okay, and you're guaranteeing yourself profits. Okay, so now we're into the third 5-minute, the fourth 5-minute candle. We hit the next trigger, or the next target, sorry. So we're at target number 3 now. Okay, so again, now you can move your stop loss to here if you'd like, or you can move it to the top of the candle. Okay, next one. Now we're 20 minutes in, okay? You want to take your target, or sorry, your stop loss to here, and you're still going. Guys, at this point on this trade, was about 240%, or 290, I think it was. So even if you're stopped up here, you're 240, okay? 290 down here. Now again, if you keep your stop loss here, you don't have to worry about this reversal, and then we come back down and we hit another target, okay? And then we chop around some more and we come back up. Okay, so my stop loss is here. Okay, so we came back up. I'm out of the trade. I'm 290% on this thing. Guys, this is a perfect trade at 290%. Okay, the other thing that happens here, guys, we hit the broadening formation. And this, I'm going to go back to the day to show you guys real quick. That little chop there is right in this range, okay? Right here. We hit the bottom of the broadening formation. That could be your next position if you want to say, it's hit the BF, I'm out, I'm good with it, take my profits and run. Okay, so that's what happened right back here. Hit the broadening formation, then we start chopping around, and then it reverses, okay? So at some point here, guys, whether it's right here, whether it's down here at the broadening formation, whether it's at this target that you surpassed and we've come back through, And you could have stayed in this trade. That's fine. Depends where your stop losses are. But you should have made at least 240% on Keurig today. Okay, and then it chops around some more. Chop, 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 chop. And then we come back through the broadening formation again, and we're back up. So this is still live trading. There's still, looks like 4 hours left in the trading day about. But this was a perfect trade, guys. And you're always asking me how to manage trades, and you have to manage them. I can't manage them for you. And if you're looking for the info, I try and give them out in these videos, but by managing them, you move your stop losses to the trigger, to the target, to the broadening formation. Wherever you want to get out of that trade, that's ultimately up to you guys. For me, it was right here. As soon as this reversed, I'm good. I'm out. I don't need it anymore. Did I miss out on more? Yeah, I sure did. But guys, I'm so far up in this trade, it doesn't even matter whether I take it here or here or here. It doesn't matter. The other thing I like to watch a lot of times when we get down into this range is this 9 EMA, and by no means is this part of the strat. It's just something that I use some of the time. A 9 EMA, when we cross, there's a lot of people that only trade with this. And it's when we close above the 9 EMA, this blue line, we go long. When we close above or below the 9 EMA, we go short. Okay? So that's it, guys. That's the KDP trade. 290%, 240%, 200%. You guys should have made money on this trade. It was an easy trade. It was super clean. Okay? So we triggered on the day, as I showed you before, and that we talked about in our video, and that we had on the top 5. We triggered targets all the way down. And then I just use a smaller time frame for confirmation. That's all you guys. I wouldn't sit on the daily chart and just hope that this thing's going to keep going down. You guys need to go back onto your smaller time frames and make sure you're confirming what you're seeing on the daily and when to get out of the trade, okay? There's one other thing I want to run through with you guys really quick on this, and go on to the 5-minute. Just give me a second to get this set up in here. Okay, so we have this white line as our broadening formation. Why are all these... I'm going to have to readjust those. Okay. So look, if you wanted to, realistically, you could have done this. Okay? And broadening formations, again, they're easy, but they can be really complicated at the same time. Okay? So when we have this higher high and we reverse, we just go back to this point here. We can't go back there because it doesn't make any sense, right? Then we don't have a broadening formation anymore. So we go to the next highest. So realistically, you guys could have looked at it like this. I didn't do this. It's hindsight now, but you have this higher high and this higher high, okay? Then you go to a lower low, and we just bounce around here to the next lower low. And then we go to a higher high. And then look, back down to a lower low. So you could have drawn this, guys. When we hit here and reversed, you could have drawn this and drawn this. And you could have said, well, we've hit this high, low, high. We're on the 5-minute. Are we going to come back to that, down to that broadening formation? You could have. And you could have played this reversal back again, right here, 2-2 to the downside, and just followed it down to see what happens. But I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys at the end. just for that little bit of extra on broadening formations, as we are starting to talk about those a little bit more in each one of the videos. I do want to do a video for you guys on BFs. It's coming, don't worry. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. But if you guys liked the video, if you made money on the video or made money on the play today, which was ridiculously good, give me a thumbs up, comment down below. You can follow me. You can follow me on Twitter, guys, at Mr. Clark Griswold. Subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.